Oh, how we doing out there, world? I hope you're doing well wherever you are, whatever you're up to. I'm doing something new. You know, I'm always experimenting with fun things, and today I'm going to do an author reading session. Seven Laws of Mindful Living. If you haven't gotten the book, go get it. It's on Amazon. I would love to have your support. And being that it is Black History Month, if you didn't know that, now you know. And we just celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. I thought it'd be really cool to share this story from the book. And it's the story of the guy who interviewed the two most powerful leaders of the 20th century and what he asked them. That's actually the title of the section in the book, by the way, Amazon.com. It's available, The Seven Laws of Mindful Living. Here we go. There's a story about a man who had his whole life changed from attending an event. He was in the audience when a gentleman stood up and told a story about how he was able to meet two of the world's greatest leaders. This particular gentleman had the guts to ask not one, but two leaders if they could do it all over again, what would they have done differently? Surprisingly, their answers were the same. They both said they would have dreamed bigger. Their names were Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. When I heard this, I had to play it back a second to make sure I just listened to what I thought. You mean to tell me the liberator of India and the man responsible for the civil rights movement felt they hadn't dreamed big enough? As if what they had accomplished were small feats. Not only does this speak volumes to their character, but there's a lesson to take away here. If they really had dreamed bigger, how much more would they have accomplished? Just that thought alone may take some time to process. Now I want you to look at your present situation. I want you to imagine your life, how it would look if you adopted this philosophy. What could you accomplish in 12 weeks, 6 months, or even 3 years? This is not an attempt to compare you to Martin or Mahatma. Still, it is an attempt to get you to consider the possibility that you haven't even started to begin to dream big enough. Powerful story. Powerful story. A guy who interviewed two of the most powerful leaders of the 21st century and what he asked them. Now, why is that powerful? Why does that resonate with you, with me, or why would that resonate with anybody? Well, humans are the most interesting creatures on this planet, right? We have an infinite capacity to create. We have a infinite capacity to love, to build. Think of all the things that have been created through time, right? Currencies, automobiles, ways of producing and harvesting food, right? We have the ability to create remarkable things. And if that is the case, why is it that we think small? Why is it that we judge ourselves and we hold back? We tuck our dreams in. We say, you know what? That's just not for me. No, I could never do that. I could never write a book. Hello. I could never start a business. I could never be the CEO or work my way up to the higher levels and ranks of the organization. And in that moment, what we do is we rob ourselves. We steal possibility. We steal opportunity. And then we live our lives as though that is it. As though we're insignificant and our voice doesn't matter and our dreams don't matter. And what do we create? We create nothing. We create nothing because we settle for less than our greatness. So what is this? What am I trying to say with all this here? This is an attempt to get you to wipe off the lens and see your potential, to see what's possible. Because when you live from a place of infinite possibility and infinite potential, what do you create? What do you create? You create magic. You create a life that is so beautiful that even in death, even when the breath is gone and you cease to exist in physical form, your life becomes, your life becomes a testament to what is possible for the people who will come after you. Everybody needs a superhero. Everybody needs somebody to look up to. And maybe that person is you. So there's a lot of wisdom throughout the ages. I don't profess to be the one know-it-all. I don't profess to have all the answers. But what I do know is that I did write a book, and I published it last year. And this is that book, The 7 Laws of Mindful Living. If you haven't gotten a copy, I would suggest you get a copy because, well, not only does it help me, but it helps you. I never read a lot in school growing up. I had a hard time in school. I was actually, my mom, she'll tell you this story, probably better than me. When I was in 3rd grade, maybe it was going into 4th, they wanted to put me in these classes that were called SLD or slow learning disability or whatever it was. And my mom was not happy about that. She actually made me move schools. She took me out of public school and put me in private school. But I was never a good student. I was never a person that really, I'd stumble over words. I would have a really hard time with multiplication tables. I still stumble over words. I still have a problem with multiplication tables. But you know what? I believe in possibility. And that's why I can write a book. That's why I can move to New York City on a whim and work for a company. That's why I can build something from scratch and let somebody see into my vision when there's nothing there. They can tap into it and feel the heartbeat. And there's no difference between you and I, right? The only difference is that I believe in possibility. So whatever it is that you want to create or you want to do or you aspire to be, guess what? The opportunity is today, in this moment. Because tomorrow isn't promised. The past is irrelevant because we can't go back there unless you got a time machine. Hello. So, what will you do with this gift today? This gift of time right now? Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you stopping by. Bye bye now. See you real soon.